Welcome back to the deep dive,
Yeah.
where we equip you
Mm-hmm.
to navigate the ever-evolving digital world.
Right.
Today, we're going to be taking a deep dive
A deep dive.
into online surveillance and how you can defend your privacy.
Cool.
We are using excerpts from the Electronic Frontier Foundation's
Oh,
Surveillance Self-Defense Guide.
I've heard of this.
It's an incredible resource
Yeah.
from a nonprofit that's been fighting for digital privacy for over 30 years.
Wow.
They've really thought of everything with this guide.
Oh, yeah.
They break down
Yeah.
the complexities of online surveillance
Yeah.
into these manageable sections like basics,
Okay.
tool guides,
Right.
security scenarios,
Yeah.
and even further learning
Further learning.
to take your knowledge further.
Wow. So they really give you the tools
They really
to be
do.
able to understand all this.
It's not just about staying safe, is it?
Right.
This deep dive is about understanding the sheer scale.
They have data collection
Hi.
happening all around us
Right.
and giving you the tools to actually take control.
Yeah.
It's like learning how to be
Yeah.
your own digital bodyguard.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
a good way to put it.
I like that.
Yeah.
So surveillance self-defense,
Mhm.
it's not about
Yeah.
becoming invisible online,
Right.
but it's about understanding
Mm-hmm.
how information is collected
Okay.
and the risks involved.
Yeah.
It's about making informed choices
Right.
about what you share
Okay.
and who you share it with.
I see.
So it's more about like
Yeah.
a security mindset shift
Uh-huh.
than going completely off the grid.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
The EFF emphasizes
Okay.
having a personalized security plan
Right.
tailored to your specific needs.
Yeah.
Because not everyone needs the
Right.
same level of protection.
So let's unpack
Mm-hmm.
some of the surprising insights from this guide. One that really struck me.
Was how much our metadata can reveal.
Oh, yeah.
I knew it existed,
Right.
but I hadn't really fully grasped how revealing it could be.
I think people
Yeah.
don't really understand like what metadata is.
Right.
Imagine someone knowing
Yeah.
who you contact when
Mhm.
and where you are
Right.
without even accessing the content of your communications.
Oh, wow.
It's like a digital breadcrumb trail
Yeah.
of your relationships and activities.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much we unknowingly give away.
Yeah.
And then there's encryption,
Right.
which is a term I hear all the time,
Yeah.
but don't always fully grasp.
So encryption is
Yeah.
essentially scrambling data
Okay.
to make it unreadable to anyone without the decryption key.
Okay.
Think of it like
Yeah.
sending a letter
Mm-hmm.
in a locked box
Okay.
that only the recipient has the key to open.
So even if someone intercepts the data,
Yeah.
can't actually read, right?
What's inside?
That's the idea.
Wow.
Encryption is incredibly powerful
Yeah.
for protecting
Mm.
sensitive communications.
Yeah.
And there are different types, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you have symmetric encryption,
Okay.
which uses the same key for both
Right. Yeah.
encrypting and decrypting data.
Uh-huh.
And then you have asymmetric encryption,
Okay.
which uses separate keys
Right.
for each process.
Okay.
So that makes it even more secure
Yeah.
for sensitive communications.
Speaking of revealing information
Right.
and keeping things secure,
Yeah.
the guide also goes into specific tools and tactics for different situations.
Yeah.
It's almost like
Mm.
getting your own secret agent toolkit.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For example, they talk about
Uh.
detecting Bluetooth trackers,
Yeah.
which sounds a bit unsettling.
Yeah, it can be.
Yeah.
Bluetooth trackers
Right.
can be used for legitimate reasons.
Mhm. But can also be misused.
Okay.
You might think that someone is physically following you,
Right.
but it could just be a tiny tracker
Oh, wow.
slipped into your bag or attached to your car.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And the guide explains
Oh, wow.
how to use certain apps
Okay.
to scan for these trackers
Uh-huh.
and protect yourself.
Okay. That is a little unnerving.
Yeah, it is.
Then there are tools like Signal and WhatsApp
Uh-huh.
for secure messaging.
Right. Both Signal and WhatsApp are great examples
Yeah.
of end-to-end encryption,
Right.
meaning only you
Uh-huh.
and the person you're messaging can read the content.
Okay.
Even the companies providing the service
Right.
can't access your messages.
Wow.
Mhm.
And then there's Tor, which
Yeah.
allows for anonymous browsing.
Right.
It sounds like something straight out of a spy movie.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Tor routes your internet traffic
Oh, okay.
through a network of relays,
Right.
making it very difficult
Mm-hmm.
to trace your online activity back to you.
Wow.
Think of it as a secret pathway through the internet,
Uh-huh.
obscuring your digital footprints.
So this is making me realize that surveillance self-defense is about having an arsenal of tools at your disposal.
Yeah.
And you don't have to be a tech expert to use them.
Right.
The guide breaks it down.
They really do.
Yeah.
They break it down step by step.
They've also included real-life scenarios that provide tailored advice depending on your specific situation.
Right.
Let's say you're attending a protest.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a situation where surveillance might be heightened.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
The guide provides specific advice on how to protect your identity and communications in that environment.
Or if you're an activist
working
on sensitive issues, the stakes are even higher.
Exactly.
Right.
And the guide offers advice tailored to that level of risk.
Yeah. Okay.
It's all about identifying your needs.
Right.
And using the appropriate tools for your situation.
It's amazing how the EFF has anticipated so many situations and offered practical guidance for each one.
Yeah.
They've even got advice for those of us who just want like a basic starter pack for improving our everyday security.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's something for everyone in this guide.
Yeah.
From casual users who want to be more mindful of their digital footprint to those who need a higher level of protection for their work or activism.
So what does this all mean for the average internet user?
Yeah.
Why should we care?
That's the key question.
Yeah.
And I think it boils down to agency and control in a world where it's easy to feel like we're just passengers with our data being collected and used in ways we don't fully understand or consent to.
It's like that feeling of being watched. Yeah.
Even when you're alone.
Exactly.
Because you know your devices are constantly collecting data.
Right. But the EFF's guide reminds us that we're not powerless.
Okay.
We have choices.
Yeah.
We can learn to manage our digital footprint, protect our privacy, and reclaim some of that control.
It's like learning a new language. Once you understand the rules of the game, you can play it strategically.
I like that analogy.
Yeah.
It's not about becoming a cybersecurity expert overnight. It's about taking small steps, learning as you go, and making informed choices that align with your values.
So where do we start?
Okay.
What's one tangible step our listeners can take today to improve their digital privacy?
I'd say the first step is awareness.
Okay.
Just taking the time to read through the EFF's guide.
Okay.
Even just skimming the basics section can be incredibly eye-opening.
It helps you understand the landscape of surveillance and how your data is collected.
Right. And once you're aware, you can start making more conscious choices.
Right.
Things like using a privacy-focused browser or a password manager for strong, unique passwords.
Those are great examples. And don't underestimate the power of simply being more mindful of what you share online before posting anything.
Yeah.
Ask yourself, who am I sharing this with?
Right.
How might this information be used?
Okay.
Do I really want this out there for the whole world to see?
It's like anything else. Knowledge is power.
Right.
The more we understand about online surveillance, the better equipped we are to navigate it safely and protect our privacy.
Absolutely. And the EFF's Surveillance Self-Defense Guide is an invaluable resource on that journey.
Yeah.
It empowers us to take control of our digital lives and make informed choices about our privacy.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's not about living in fear or going off the grid, but about taking back some agency.
Exactly.
In a world that can feel designed to take it away.
That's precisely the point.
Yeah.
The EFF emphasizes they're not trying to scare people away from the internet.
Right.
They want to empower us to use it safely and confidently.
So to wrap things up,
I
want to challenge our listeners. What's one small step you can take today to improve your digital privacy? It could be checking your social media privacy settings, downloading a secure messaging app, or even just taking a few minutes to think about your digital footprint and what you're comfortable sharing with the world.
Even those small steps make a difference.
So it really comes back to that idea of empowerment, that we really do have more control than we think.
We do.
And that even small changes can make a big difference with resources like the EFF's guide.
Absolutely.
We can all take those steps toward better protecting our privacy.
It's been a real eye-opening deep dive for me.
Me too.
I feel like we only kind of scratched the surface here of what's covered in the full guide.
It's definitely worth a closer look for anyone who wants to learn more.
It's packed with practical tips and tools and real-world examples.
So if this deep dive has sparked your curiosity, we encourage you to check out the EFF's guide. You'll be amazed by how much you can learn and how much control you can regain over your own data.
Exactly.
That's what the deep dive is all about.
I agree.
Equipping you with the knowledge to navigate today's digital world.
The ever-evolving digital world.
So until next time, stay curious,
stay informed,
and stay in control of your digital life.